You tell me, if you were an American in the 1858s, was there something in the air that would have worried you? It was called slavery. And there was a fellow running for president called Lincoln. And his platform was he was going to abolish slavery. He didn't talk about emancipation, but he talked about the illegality, and he was going to end slavery. And the South felt that was dependent upon their economy, and they found ways to justify it by the scriptures. And there was enormous tension in our country, in bleeding Kansas, and all sorts of stuff of whether you were pro-slave, anti-slavery, and Lincoln got elected. And the next day, South Carolina seceded, and then other states. And they were going to form their own country, confederacy. Lincoln said, you can't do that. They said, yes, we can. He said, no, you can't. And we had a war that was the bloodiest American war, American blood falling where we were. And out of the fear of that, you began to see in 1858 prayer meetings throughout all the United States. In Manhattan, they would sound the bells of the churches, and all the businessmen would go to prayer meeting for 1 hour to pray for our country. And out of that began what was called the Layman's Prayer Revival. And then after that was over, and in the Layman's Prayer Revival, the American modern missions movement began. Not of old people that decided they would be missionaries with nothing left to do, but college students. And it reached America, it went into England. It was worldwide, the 1858 revival. And it came to an end, in a sense, with the Civil War. And then after that, we began going into the late early 1900s, and you had the Industrial Revolution, where man deified science. And you had the coming of Charles Darwin. You had the coming of modern biblical criticism, treating the Bible as any other book and trying to find holes in it.